Hello. Okay, so this was my original, or this is my original quiz score, and these are the ones that I got wrong. So for the first problem, I got 1 point off. For the third problem, I got 2 points off. For the fourth, I got 1 point off. For the sixth, I got 1 point off. I will not be doing the seventh since I don't have the graph. And then the eighth problem, I got 1 point off. So I'm going to kind of do a conjuncture, I suppose, of these two. So I'll be saying what I did wrong first, and then what I did right, and then kind of switching back between the two. Okay, so for number one, what I did wrong is essentially right at the end. Right here, the value is supposed to be, it can't equal 1, since it's in the square root, it cannot equal 0. It can't be less than 0, which would be a negative and therefore a not real number, and it can't be equal to 0 because it is underneath. It is the denominator, which would then make it undefined, so it can't equal 0, and I said it was equal to 0 right here. So that makes this statement entirely wrong. So I redid the entire problem, and over here I made sure that it was not equal to, and again it's not equal to 1. Alright, the next problem is 3. So this is the original 3. Let's take a look over here. So I think I started panicking and for some unknown reason I couldn't really remember if I was supposed to times this within the radical. So I started timesing it within the radical because I was like, I was just overthinking things. So I times it within the radical, which is not what you're supposed to do. So I got that one wrong. And then here, I just messed up the kind of order of things. So I wasn't supposed to do 2 separate kind of set builder notations. And for this one, I have the incorrect order. It is not an increasing order. I think I just kind of went based on positives rather than negatives. So then for 3 over here, where was the problems again? Okay, so the problem over here was within set A. So here I simply timesed the denominator outside of the radical. No, sorry, outside of the denominator. And I was able to cross cancel the denominator out. And so then I squared it because I wanted to get rid of this square root sign, which would then left me with -3 times x minus 9. And then from there, I subtracted the 9, I added the 9 to the other side. I just flipped it because x is supposed to be on this side. It's just easier for my brain. So then I divided -3 to 9, and I got x is equal to -3 for that miscalculation. And then down here, this is the other area that I messed up at. I remembered to just not have 2 separate set builder notations. I just had one. I separated by a comma. And then here, for the interval notation, I made sure to go in, I think, increasing order. No, sorry, wait. Increasing value. Yeah. So we start off with the negative infinity, going to -4, then to -4 to -3. And it includes a -3 because it is equal to -3. Then for question number 4, I for some unknown reason thought I had times it back into the equation. So instead of just crossing it out, I times it back into the equation. Here, I did not do that. I left it. So I got -3 times x plus 9, subtracting 9 to the other side, and -3 divided by -9. Is that how you say it? I always forget. I always mess that up. But anyways, as you can see, I got 3, x equals 3 as my answer. Then for problem number 6, It doesn't really show me where I went wrong. So I am just going to restate exactly what I did, or the new way I did it. So first, I actually decided to factor immediately, which made it much easier to deal with. So I immediately factored this equation at the top. So I got 3x plus 1, which is times x minus 2 over x minus 2. And then I just crossed out the x minus 2 because it's all being multiplied together. Or this is being multiplied, and then this is being divided. So this would already just kind of cancel out. I was just imagining that this was like a 1. So it would be canceled out anyways. So I was like, okay, cancel that out. So then my equation now is 3x plus 1, and then using the difference quotient, I just plugged in those values. So 3 times x plus 4, or 3x plus 3h, geez. And then, as you can see, I got 3x plus 3h plus 1, because that's still there, and then minus 3x minus 1, which then left me with 3h over h, then I crossed out h, and I got 3. Woo! Much neater than the 6x minus 2, and then that. So last one I got wrong was problem number 8. So 8 was trying to figure out the average rate of change of the function. And here, it was just a really simple thing. I didn't remember to square root the x on only one of the sides. So right here for -1, I just forgot that square. Don't know how, but you know, I did. So everything is wrong. Lovely. Anyways, so for the improved version, we have a square to the power of 2. So essentially, you know, 2 times -1 to the power of 2 is just 1. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. But, well, I just left that there because 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1. Oh, do I distribute? Oh yeah, I distribute the negative sign, so it's just -1, and then, you know, that just crossed out, so it's just 2. And then we have a -1 from down below here, because I plugged in a and b, which is, you know, -1 minus 0, because that's just in the equation, so it's just -1. So my slope is -2. Then plugging that in to find the secant line, the secant line, I just plugged in -1 and 3, because that would be the other point. -1 is our x value. So over here it became a +1 since in the equation's a minus. And then we have our -3 since it was a +3. Yeah, +3. And then, you know, after I plugged in everything, I distribute the -2. So, you know, -2x minus 2. And then over here, we added the 3, which gave us +1. So our final answer, or my final answer, was y equals -2x plus 1. So yeah, I did the entire problem over, although I didn't do just the issue. So I just redid the entire problem. So here you go if you need to take a pause it, just to look over the work. Yeah. Bye.